Good morning, folks. Good afternoon, actually. Good afternoon. And welcome to another episode of Laundry Hamper. I'm your host, Miss Angela Carter Strahan, and thank you for joining me on today's episode. Felt weird doing the intro that way. Very weird, as I'm used to being outside at a coffee place. Won't be long before I do have to do that again, because fall is here. Fall is here, one of my favorite seasons. You can look forward to seeing me back out in the public filming again on PA days, as well as the 2-week holiday in December. For those asking, the 2-week holiday back in December of 2022, March break, family day, all long weekends, all filming will be taking place, as well as on regular weekends outside at Tim Hortons or at your local mall. You will be sure to see me filming for this podcast, the live episode right here on YouTube every weekend, as well as long weekend for the next upcoming school year. So for those asking, when are the outdoor podcast returning already? And I haven't even done one episode. You will get them on weekends, long weekends, and holidays. However, thank you very much for asking, and that will be remaining schedule until summertime, and I will film permanently outside in the summertime until September of 2023. All right, so let's get into today's episode, and as per usual, I'll be reading from my book that I have written everything down in. And as you can see, the date and timestamp when this one was written. And as per usual, I do have the permission of my lawyers to release these videos. Reason being, those that know about the videos, I've asked for them to be released publicly. So I'm going to give them what they have requested, which is to release the videos publicly, even though there is still certain investigations that are happening right now, that causes me to want to leave these as private videos. However, I wanted to film them in order to get them off of my chest. They've been asked to be released by viewers like yourselves. So I had permission from my lawyers to do that, even while an open investigation is happening with said situation. All right. So with that being said, let's get right into today's episode of this one. Have no idea what it will be titled yet. However, when it gets there, it will get there. All right. So let's get into today's episode. And once again, if there is a long-winded intonation or afterthought attached, you'll hear exactly what I have to say and what I have to think in regards to that passage read, added to it, which will always and forever be the truth no matter what. Okay? Still in 2021, still confused after going through a long memory loss spell that was placed on me while at Peel Family Shelter. An actual spell was placed on me to lose my memory in order to not know who I am, where I'm from, what I'm about. I went through it really, really tough. I'm literally just with writing everything down and releasing it off myself, off of me, and the stress. I'm starting to get my full, complete memory back, because there was a whole lot of manipulation, a whole lot of pulling, and I did suffer with memory loss while at Peel Family Shelter. If it was not for my two kids, I don't know how I would be surviving this if it was not for my two kids. So, because of my two kids, I was able to understand that I am still a mother, I am still a human being, and that is the only fight that I had left within me, was to fight to keep my children with me while at Peel Family Shelter. So beyond that, I had no account of anything, no memory as to absolutely nothing. I only knew the pain that I felt of being removed illegally. I only knew the hurt, and I only knew anger. I only knew anger. This is honestly one of the first few times. Am I still angry? Yes. However, do I know how to release my anger? Yes. I do know how to release my anger. I do know how to make sure that my anger does not affect me, in order to be as broken as I was at Peel Family Shelter when the memory loss spell was placed on me, so that I would absolutely not remember anything. However, thanks to the videos being available, my team helped me to remember, and I'm actually able to see in full view every time something does happen here, how it is attached to what happened in the past. So I never really forgot the past. I just was in a place of such hurt that I wanted to attack everybody that was in connection to that past until I got to the truth. And I did do that. I did. Except for a few people, except for a very light few people, every single body in the past was attacked within reason and without reason by me. And I threw stones at them. I threw stones at them because of what I went through at Peel Family Shelter and what I went through up until this point at being in this house, especially in the early parts of summer 2022. I threw stones at everybody. Everybody. However, let me get into this to say, yes, I am still throwing stones, however, at the right set of people. I'm throwing stones at the right set of people that caused my pain by doing what they did. And a lot of what has gone on, the reason why I haven't cleared my Instagram cache from things that I placed there in 2020 and 2021, is you'll be able to see the connection. When you look at the storyline, there is an actual connection that is made towards everyone that was attacked before up until now, with knowing the truth and figuring out who did what. There is an actual storyline connection to everybody and every truth. And honestly, only one person remains guilty because they physically touched me. One person remains guilty because they actually physically walked in on me at 7:15 a.m. in the morning and physically assaulted me while I was preparing lunch in the later part of 2021. Yep, the 2021 school year, and attacked me March of 2022 and attacked me physically. They are the only person still standing with charges for the physical attack that happened. The only person, and that's Colin Jones from PCWC. He is the only person due to the fact that he did physically attack me over a microwave that I just threw out this morning. A microwave and a lie told by Anjonia Jones that in order for me to be singing on stage as Beyonce, the daughter of Tina Knowles, I needed to bring the microwave back to her or face physical assault from Colin Jones for not doing so. And yes, she is the woman with the wrap on her head that I placed on Instagram this morning, September 16th, 2022. Anjonia Jones had Colin Jones assault me. Do I know if they're related? They probably are. More than likely, they probably are. Anjonia Jones had Colin Jones attack me over a microwave. And the funny thing is, I moved that microwave yesterday at 3 p.m. only to wake up and find it Thursday morning, garbage day, at the garage, moved back to the garage when I put it right at the curb for garbage pickup. I found it this morning. I picked it up again at 8 a.m. and I put it right back at the curb. And a setup was made to bring the same microwave back in the house by Anjonia Jones to say that we are not completely all gone from Canada, you little bitch. I haven't even read from the book yet. I'm just reading from up top. The last 24 hours that took place with the microwave and the physical assault by Colin Jones of PCWC. The reason why I haven't returned yet, 2 sets of people, Claudia Yvonne Cameron Stewart and Colin Jones. They are the reasons as to why I have not gone back to PCWC yet. Not even to visit, because they are still there. And it is still an open investigation, even though I have the answer now. The microwave. A black microwave. A black microwave. It literally, I was so tired one night after cleaning it with vinegar and water. And Anjonia Jones screamed in my earpiece through live focus, "You're not supposed to clean that with vinegar. That's my microwave." Actually, no, it's not. She stole it from Laura Lee. Laura Lee, Los Angeles. Laura Lee, Los Angeles. One stayed on Empringham Drive. She stayed on Empringham Drive. Anjonia Jones took all of her kitchen tools when she moved out to Los Angeles from Canada. Empringham Drive in Scarborough, Ontario. So did Nadine Williams, also stayed on Empringham Drive. Empringham Drive, for those being tested to do anything with music, YouTube, or national television, is known as the home for the devil's advocate. If you are willing to work with Satan in order to attack anybody, you're tested at that house. The house where I am at, and for those that have been at this house, you are working with me, and you are also working with Michael Strahan in order to protect us. So if you have stayed on Empringham Drive or anywhere outside of this house, you're more than likely a devil's advocate. And that is why you've been placed where you've been placed as early as you have. And you will be researched as well and tried and tested if I'm attacked after today, September 16th, 2022. If I am attacked with help from Anjonia Jones, with anybody that's already in national television or in any aspect of music or anything to do with global television all across the globe, you will be tried and charged if I am touched. Once again, as of today's date, September 16th, 2022.